Good evening, everyone, and welcome to IFBA 2021. I'm privileged and proud to welcome you
Is
here.
my camera off?
A remarkable journey which began in 2013 is an initiative to recognize, celebrate, and encourage the thriving writer and influencer and blogger community has today grown to be India's only dedicated awards, bringing together drinks, food, media, YouTubers, Instagrammers, bloggers, and Facebook community builders from across the country, as well as from the food and hospitality community. Bloggers and social media influencers have played a pivotal role uh, that has gone one step further than traditional media and is influencing the industry not through just writing but also through visuals, videos, and actively interacting with home chefs, home bakers, restaurateurs, chefs, hoteliers, and brands to help them better connect with what diners really look for. So tonight, we look forward to recognizing and celebrating all those who have raised the bar on social media and in the blogosphere to finally showcase all things food. Welcome to IFBA 2021. I am Samir Malkani, co-founder of the FBAI, and here's looking forward to a stellar evening together. Welcome. Thank you. I just wanted to thank our esteemed jury. I'm very excited who's with us today. Kunal Vijayakar, Rakhi Vaswani, Rushina Munshaw Gildial, Vineet Bhatia, Ranveer Bra, Atul Kochar, Varun Inamdar, Saransh Goila, Harpal Singh Sokhi, Ajay Chopra, Karen Anand, Amrita Raichan, and Nitin Tandal. A big thank you to our jury for supporting the FBAI and Vikroli Kuchina, always in our endeavor together, along with you, to always bring the best in food, drink, and hospitality. An immense gratitude to Rashmi Uday Singh for always being there with us. We thank her for her unfaltering support and we wish her a speedy recovery. IFBA 2021 would not have been possible without the support of the Godrej Group, presenting the awards, supported by Vikroli Kuchina and powered by Godrej Yummies, Godrej Appliances, Skido by Godrej Locks, Godrej Wedge Oils, Godrej Jersey, Godrej Interior, and Godrej Protect. Thank you to each one of these brands and their marketing team and Mr. C.N. Nageshwaran and Sujeet Patel to bringing it all together. With bated breath, we await the results. Irrespective who wins, we are all winners for being part of the community, and I thank each one of you who took part in this initiative. Without further ado, I request Mr. Sujeet Patel from the Godrej Group to say a few words. Sujeet?
Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much. I think amazing work done by Sam Saloni and his entire team to bring forth this amazing platform. I've seen it grow year on year, and I think it's just becoming a kind of a platform to reckon with. I think this is where new talent is getting germinated, inspired, and I think the food industry is going to be certainly benefited by this endeavor. Of course, Godrej Group, Samir spoke about all the brands that are part of the food ecosystem at Godrej. I'm more than happy, and on behalf of each of these brands, it would give me immense pleasure to be part of the entire food industry, and our brands really love the kind of work which is happening in the industry. Through most of the big chefs which I see right now on the screen, I think it's a humongous pleasure and privilege for me to be on the same screen, uh, you know, uh, sharing with people like Varun, Harpalji, Rushina, Kunal, Atul, Ranveer. I can't see Karen, but I'm sure she's going to be there. Ajay Chopra, Saran, she's going to be there. Amrita. I mean, the names which we dream of. I mean, when you talk about food or we think about food, I think they're all here, and I think kudos to Samir to mobilize all of them together. I think special mention for Rushina, who's just curated our Food Trends report, and most of you being part of this entire report to give your inputs. I think that's another parallel activity which is gaining so much of momentum. I think there's a lot of excitement you'll see in times to come. Rushina is curating that in a brilliant manner. So thank you, Rushina. I think I won't take much of the time. I think let the best be the winners tonight, and let the show begin. I think much awaited awards at the end of the year, most authentic awards, I must say. Samir, once again, congratulations for putting up all of this together. Thank you, Team Godrej. Thank you, Nageshwaran. I'm just representing all of you guys here. Thank you so much for having me here, and let the show begin.
Thank you, Sujeet. That's really kind of you, and thank you for all your support that you've been always giving us. Thank you. May I start with, I know these meetings can get, really long, so we're going to do it quickly, efficiently, and with everyone on the ball. May I start with Kunal Vijayakar, who's in the car and heading somewhere, to please announce the winners in Kunal, your category. When we actually looked at all the entries that you had put together, you had some fabulous names that came up. So if you can actually announce the winners, that'd be great.
Yes, I will. Thank you, Samir. Can you hear me, guys? First of all, sorry for being terribly impolite and being in a moving car while doing this, but I'm a little stuck between two places, and I just apologize. If I may just say two words about the FBI before I start, I think I've been around since the first awards that ever happened, which again makes me quite old. And I remember that these wonderful award ceremonies that we used to have at the JW Marriott and at other venues, with hundreds and hundreds of new, young, excited bloggers and creative people who want to participate in with food, So today, unfortunately, we're doing it, but I'm sure next year we will be back with a function where we can all meet, eat, and greet each other. With that, if I may start announcing the winners in my category, it was a bit tough because I have a big problem with one thing, and which is called Excel
Kunal,
sheets.
your video has gone off.
Okay, one minute. Now, better, but am I here? Okay. Sorry, I have problems with technology, which is this as well as Excel sheets, and so it's a bit difficult. But all the entrants were very good. All of them were very difficult to judge. There was a lot of visual artistry. There was a lot of good written work, and a lot of information. So it's been a tough judging for me. And the first prize winner goes to Kalyan Karmarkar of Finely Chopped. I don't know, Kalyan Karmarkar is one of the veterans of this business. Clap. He's like the Lata Mangeshkar of the Filmfare Awards. So I think it's time, Kalyan, you have to now hand over the baton to other people and say, I don't want any more awards. I've won every award in the book. So here goes. But congratulations, Kalyan. The next is Sonal Solanki. Sonal Solanki, I'll give her also a big round of applause. And finally, and I'm sorry my camera is going off. And finally, Raina Kshetri. So Kalyan Karmarkar, number 1, Sonal Solanki, number 2, and Raina Kshetri. Congratulations, all three of you.
Congratulations to the winners. Thank you, Kunal, for being with us and spending your time in spite of being in between two places. But you have taken time out, and all our jury. I mean, thank you very, very much for being part of it.
Yeah, and I'm with you till I reach my destination. Okay.
Fantastic. May I thank you, Kunal. May I now request Mr. Chef Harpal Singh Soki, who is fabulous and doing great content on YouTube, and has his own studio and doing a lot of interesting videos, very video driven, some fantastic recipes. So may I request Mr. Soki to please, chef, if you could announce your winners in the YouTube category, chef.
Okay, so hi everybody. So for the YouTube category, I have seen this lady grow from ground zero actually, and she's been doing fantastic work. Everybody now has access to YouTube, and everybody can become a star. I think using such platforms, and this lady has really become a star. I really appreciate all her efforts that she's taken over the years, and of course, year on year again, I see her winning the award throughout in the last couple of years. I think it's about time that somebody else also comes forward and participates in these categories. There are ample of people who are doing fabulous, who are home chefs and are doing fabulous in this category, but I don't know why they don't participate. And this lady, of course, has been there. So the winner for the YouTube category is Kanak Kathuria, who's been there for I think ages now, and she's been doing a fantastic job. But I also feel that there are a lot more people who have a similar reach to come forward in the coming years and participate in this beautiful platform of FBAI. It does give you recognition. It does give you a reach, and it does definitely help you grow and encourage further, and help you to do better job than most of us. I would be honest enough in telling. So, and the second award goes to Harsh Desai, and the third one goes to Anish Deshmukh. So they are pretty newcomers, but I think they are doing some fantastic work in regional categories. I wish all of them all the best, and I certainly would like to see more new faces in this category, especially because this category is grown to such an extent, although it is overcrowded, but there are people who are doing fantastic job, and I wish all of them all the best. And Samir, thank you for having me up here. I've been there with you all guys for years, and of course, thank you to all these fantastic people who are here along with me. So these are the winners, and thank you once again for having me here.
Thank you, Chef Soki. That was brilliant, and thank you for always gracefully being with us and gracing the occasion. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And yes, thank you so much, Chef. In this is in no order, very randomly that we are inviting our jury members to talk. But I'd like Chef Varun Inamdar to actually present the awards in the general, blog category and the award category. Chef Varun, over to you.
Thank you so much, Samir. Amrita Raichan silently joined in. So, Amrita, hi.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Samir, Saloni, Sujeet, and the entire team shuttling between FBI and Godrej for doing something like this. Because what you do is something that you don't realize. It's quite a milestone for a lot of people in that industry to kind of ballpark at. Coming to the Insta Awards in the general foods category, at number 3 is somebody that I have known for many years now. She's a teacher and a wonderful photographer. Her name is Chef Ritu Uday Kogaji. So she's at number 3. At number 2 is this wonderful little girl. Her name is Raina Kshetri. And at number 1 is the Super Chatori. So congratulations, girls, and hope to see you in person very soon. Of course, virtually the world has come closer, but let's wait for those hugs and kisses. So congratulations again.
Thank you, Varun.
Thank you, Varun. Thank you very much.
May I now invite Amrita Raichan to actually present
award.
Amrita,
You are presenting the award for the
Facebook
Facebook
and the
group
Facebook
and the
page
Facebook page
category.
category.
Okay, so
Okay, so
suddenly
suddenly
everybody's
everybody's
voice
voice
was
was
echoing,
echoing,
and mine is
and
echoing
mine
in a
is
big
echoing
way.
in a big way.
Can you all
Yes,
hear
it
me?
Can you all
is.
hear me?
Quiet.
Quiet.
I think it's
I think it's the AirPods.
I mean, let's Samir,
I think
sorry. What happened?
let's all go on mute probably.
Okay,
Not
is it
you.
better?
Huh?
Can you all hear my lovely voice?
Yes, we can now, Amrita. That's fine.
Hi everyone,
Yes.
good evening. Sorry about that little goof up. I don't know what the hell happened. But lovely to be here, as always. Hi Varun. Hi Sujeet. Hi Rushina. Hi everyone. Hi Ajay. Saransh. Good to see you all here. I guess I missed the introductions because I was teaching my son math. Hi Saransh. So, okay, so the winners in my category are Rachna Prasad, number 1, Dushyant Bhatia, number 2, and Chef Ritu Kugaji, number 3. Yay.
Wow. I think that Chef's Ritu's second award that she's won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is,
so that's fantastic.
So,
Thank you, Amrita.
Thank you, Amrita. Thank you very much. I know you've been traveling considerably
and
just back
in town a while back.
Thank you for being with us.
nice to be here. Keep doing the amazing for this day.
Thank you.
Chef,
Thank you. Chef Chopra,
Chef Chopra,
I
I think your video is going
on and off.
on and off. Can you hear me, Chef?
I can very well, Samir. Sorry, I'm also sitting in the midst of a meeting.
Okay.
Now I can hear myself again. I think Varun, super cool.
Hi, Chef.
Please go on mute. I'm so sorry. But I think when everybody goes on mute, then the echo goes.
Yes.
Okay.
Can everyone please go mute so we can then take it further?
So, first of all, good evening, Samir, Rashina, Chef Nitin, Amrita, Saransh, Varun. So good to see you guys virtually. Yes, rightly said, Varun. The virtual hugs are here, but the actual hugs are awaited. So we shall do that soon when all of this gets normalized. And thank you so much, Samir, for once again having me over. I think it's been almost 7 years that we've been working with FBI in different forms and formats, and how FBI has become a place where it's no longer just people are posting and blogging about food, but it's become an institution by itself. And I think this institution is equipping a lot of young bloggers, a lot of new people. It's giving them wings. It's giving them know-how. It's giving them understanding to go out there and become something. So super well done to Samir by leading on the front, and to the team FBAI. I think all of you guys are just phenomenal. So um, without further ado, I am announcing awards for the baking category, for the baking blog, and I generally like to, do this very MasterChef style. And the third position goes to Pooja Ganeriwala. Welcome, well done, Pooja. Number 2 position is Chandrima Sarkar. Well done on writing such amazing blogs. And the number 1 position for the baking blog category goes to Pooja Khanna. So super well done to all the people. I think what has happened now is that blogging is not just an expression anymore. It is also reaching out to the world with who you are. So it is, apart from your expression, it's also your persona which comes out. So well done on writing such amazing blogs and telling the world that it's not just about a few loaves of bread. It's more than that. So well done.
Thank you, Chef Ajay Chopra. Thank you very much, and taking time out from your meeting and being with us. Thank you again.
Always a pleasure.
Yes. May I now invite Saransh Koila. Saransh is one of the youngest, I think, out here, doing some fantastic stuff. Saransh, thank you for taking time out and being with us. And as we are
Thanks,
making
Sameer. Thanks for having me over. Just a small correction. I'm not young anymore. Those days are gone, Sameer.
Glad you made that correction because suddenly
Chef
we all
Nitin,
look
you want to
very
say
old.
something?
Yeah, I said
Chef,
thank God he
Chef Nitin, you
corrected
want to say
that.
something on this?
I'm the only
Yeah,
young
yeah,
one
that's what.
around.
but,
Samira,
Sameer, I
Samira,
just
stop
glad to be here.
commenting. So, he's not even saying I'm taking my words back. He's shocked. Okay,
guys,
but
this is all
listen,
this is all
before Saransh
live on
jumps in,
Facebook and everywhere. So that's good.
yeah, but before Saransh jumps in, Samir, I would like to apologize and just step out because I'm somewhere in the brink of some border of Alibag. So if I can just take some permission and disappear for a while.
Sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thanks, Samir.
Absolutely.
And
Not
love
a
you all.
problem.
Guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Varun.
Bye. Bye. I didn't want to be rude
Thank
and
you.
just
Thank you.
log out. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saransh, you have actually gone through the general Instagram blog, category, and if you could announce the winners, Saransh. Okay, I think can you all see Saransh? Yeah,
No, he's frozen, I think.
yeah, he's frozen.
Maybe he's got a network issue. So you
Frozen.
can move to somebody else and then come back to him. Yeah, he
Okay,
got
let's
lost.
just Okay,
He's back.
yeah, Saransh.
Yeah, I lost network.
Yes.
Yes. Basic tech problems. But I was saying thank you so much for having me over, and I think Varun has already left, so I'll say goodbye to him post the live. But super excited. So, Samir, do you want to share the category, and then I will share the winner?
Yes. So the category, Varun, that we are looking at is the general Insta category, Instagram, and
Correct.
that's what we are looking at you, actually judging. So if you can share the winners, that'll be lovely.
Yes. So on number 3, on the general Jyoti Varne.
Oh, okay. Yes, congratulations, Jyoti.
Congratulations, Jyoti. And on number 2, we have Gautam Tomar.
Oh, okay.
And on number 1 is a person whom I have known for many years. I think on our first FBI Awards, also she was there. The name of the winner is Megha Sareen.
Oh, lovely.
And I think she runs a page that is called Fit as a Fiddle, which is pretty cool and creates some amazing Instagram content. So congratulations, Megha, and to all the winners.
Thank you, Saransh. Thank you so much. And thank you for being with us. That is awesome.
Chef Vineet has also joined us. Hi, Chef Vineet.
Yes. Hi, Chef Vineet. Welcome.
Hi, Chef Vineet. Good to see you.
Hi, Chef.
Good afternoon. Shaam ho gayi.
Yeah, I'm still in Dubai. It's still afternoon for me.
Chef, your muchi, you're growing.
It's
looking good.
It's suiting you.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we move on to our next category with Rushina. Rushina actually has just completed the Godrej Food Trends Report 2021. 2020 actually, the report is about that year, and 21 and onwards is what the trends are, and it's so fantastic. I absolutely loved the report, the trends featured there with so many insights, from everyone in the industry who hits the ground running. So, Rushina, congratulations for that once again. and that was absolute fantastic. Rushina is judging the Insta debut category, and there were some entries which she actually reverted back quite quickly on. So, Rushina, all yours.
Thank you so much, Sam. Lovely to be here, although it is in a virtual format. But I think there are so many bad things and amazing things that have come out of 2020. And as somebody who's been part of the whole blogging ecosphere forever, I'm a dinosaur in that space, as many people would know. It has been quite heartening to see how things have pivoted for people in the online space. Whether it is YouTube, Instagram, food blogs, or the new Insta blogger,
Yes.
It's lovely that this space is always evolving. We're always getting new spaces, new platforms to work with, and it's amazing that FBI is evolving to include those categories every year. I think we all need to move with the times. So it was quite fun to judge the Instagram category that you gave me. The winners, and we have a tie in all three, first, second, and third. I'll start with the third. So in third place, we've got Ankita Raitukar of Blended to Smooth, sharing the platform with Vedant Hadavle of Global Zyka. In yes, we should applaud, even though we are on mute. But we are the only ones who can applaud, right? Everybody else is just watching us.
Yeah.
In second place, we have Saqib Mullah of Kitchens Around Me, sharing space with Ruben Rodriguez of Masterclass DE17.
Okay.
And then in first place, we have Anurima Athalye of Aromas in Kitchen and Shovik Gupta of Panta Bhat chairing the platform.
Fantastic.
Congratulations to everyone in this category and everywhere. I hope you guys keep being inspired and doing amazing things in the food space.
Thank you, Rushina, and congratulations to all the winners. Your e-certificates will be mailed to you shortly. And not only that, we have gift hampers from brands, all the brands that I did mention earlier. So some gift hampers will be sent to the winners, so stay tuned for that. We do have Chef Nitin Tandal, who's on next. Nitin, you've been doing fantastic, video content all over. You're shooting, food styling, videography is by far one of the best in the country. And I know you're working with a lot of brands, so it's wonderful seeing your creations all the time. Nitin, Chef Tandon has judged the food styling category on Instagram, which is very appropriate to his expertise. So, Chef Tandon, all over to you.
Thank you so much, Samir. And like all of the previous judges, jury has said, FBI is like home to us. I mean, we've been there from the first day, 11, 12, 13, since that time. And we've seen it grow fantastically. We've seen things evolve so beautifully. And thank you for letting us judge the food styling. That's the only thing I understand. Cooking food is like something forgotten already. So we have the winners here. I start from the bottom. There is Shaheen Ali from Spoon, Fork and Food. She stands at number 3 and she's done great work. I've seen her work over the years. She's been at it and all the time. Incidentally, the second position is shared by Binal Waland and Le Petit Chef Swampurna Mishra. So there are two sharing that for the second position. And then, like most, the top position is held in every category by the old folk, and we still continue year and year after year. awarding Alok Verma all about the palette for the best food style uh, award for their Insta pages, Facebook. Um, Superb work, great going, and you can see a sea change over a period of time across many participants who are making sure that the visuals talk as much as their words. Wish you all the guys absolutely the very best. Thank you so much, Samir.
Thank you, Chef Nitin. Thank you for announcing the winners. We have none other than Chef Vineet Bhatia, who's actually taken out time to be with us, and all the way from Dubai, where he's now. Chef Vineet, thank you for being with us and taking out the time.
Pleasure, Samir. Thank you for having me as a jury member.
Yeah, absolutely a pleasure. And I think this is the first time we've had you as a jury member, and we are very excited for that. So thank you. Um, um, uh, Chef Bhatia, you actually were given, you are announcing the winners of the Insta recipe, category. And, if you can go ahead and announce the winners, that would be amazing.
So I think it's a very appropriate category given to me to get a recipe, being a cook. That's what we do day in, day out. When we first started out as a career in the industry way back in 85, it was a field which nobody wanted to go to. And now you see things like these happening in bloggers and influencers and people coming on board and trying to cook. You find people from various walks of life who are not really trained chefs or from the industry who are actually trying out things concerned with food. There's a big change happening. So very pleased to see such things happening and these awards being given out. I think it gives a lot of inspiration and motivation to the people around to try and contribute and try and learn. So it makes our life a lot easier as chefs to try and cook and try and help push the boundaries of food around the world. So yeah, it was a very close call. I think the difference between the winners was very marginal, literally zero point 0.5 in the top three. To start off, I'm going to start with the bottom, the third one. It is a joint uh, third place. Is for Nilesh Patel and Shweta. The second award second place goes to Richa Tiwari. Now, her page was quite good. Recipes were quite interesting. A lot of interesting stuff happening there. But the winner by literally zero point 0.5 was a gentleman called Uma Raghuraman. So he is the final winner of the recipe category for the Instagram. And I would like to wish him, and not just him, but all of them who were shortlisted and who participated. Thank you for being a part of it. Unfortunately, it has to be only one winner, and that's going to be Uma Raghuraman. I think it's a lady, it's not a guy. My mistake. It's a lady.
Yes, yes.
I did see her page and very interesting. She's closing on to almost 100,000 followers, and I wish her all the best. So yeah, there we are.
Thank you, Chef Vineet. Chef Vineet, since you're in Dubai, can you tell us what the situation is there currently? How is the F&B scene panning out?
The F&B scene has been quite up and down. When we first had the pandemic last year, this time in March, we literally shut the restaurant down by early April and only opened up in July. And we were all wondering this year is lost. We will not be able to bounce back at all. But come December, there was a large influx of people coming in into Dubai. And a lot of people from India were coming into Dubai to escape all the issues. So we had a bounce back in a very positive manner. So we were able to recover a lot of the budgets to be achieved also. But all these things also carry a backlog with a lot more new cases coming in. So what happened eventually was 6 weeks back, 7 weeks back, there were cases of like a second wave coming into Dubai, and things have again now begun to slow down. But fortunately, I think the way we are placed into hotels, we have a very large in-house guests who are on a long stay. So almost 75% of our guests are a long stay guests staying in the hotel. So we've been able to hold fort quite well. We haven't had, or we were fortunate not to offload any of our staff or put them into unpaid leaves or anything as such. So I think Dubai for us has been quite blessed in many ways. Things are positive. Things are looking positive. The expo is happening in October, so we're looking forward for that. There's a lot of movement which is anticipated then, and I'm hoping with all the vaccination done. I mean, I've got both my vaccinations, so I'm pretty much safe and sound. So looking forward for the next 6 7 months of things to come. 2022 should be very very positive for everybody, and hopefully we can all sustain well till then.
Amazing. Thank you, Chef Vineet. Any plans to open any new outlets in India?
Well, plans are still in the pipeline. When the gas comes out or the oil comes out, it will be announced. Today, we need to wait and watch.
Absolutely.
India is a
Yeah.
fire spot. So to
But
come
India
here,
is a big market. India is a very special market. It's very close to our heart. Wherever we go, we carry the flag with us, and we'd love to do some more work in India down the line.
Yeah. Thank you, Chef Vineet, for being with us. But before we go on to Karen, welcome,
Hi,
and
sorry I was
thank
late.
you for being here. No, that's not a problem. I just wanted to ask, whoever the jury is present now, is what is the kind of evolution that you've actually seen in blogs, in social media, in YouTube, in different social media categories. For example, I have seen that a lot of people are writing less now. Blogs have dwindled to a bare few number from where we started, and more people have moved on to Instagram and YouTube and Snapchat and a lot of other social media platforms. If you all could just share, or we can discuss, the experience.
Well, I think from my point of view, I see a lot of people doing various things in food. Like we haven't had our markets for the last year and a half, but Instagram definitely visual. I think everything has become very visual, and I think people are buying from the point of view of products. People are buying a lot of quality products. They're looking online. We've just been discussing that in a big meeting here. People are buying products online. The Kirana, the small store around the corner, has developed. People are going less to big supermarkets. So, they're using all sorts of products that they wouldn't have used before. So, in a way, inadvertently, we have COVID to thank for that. So, people have been at home and they're kind of going on the net and saying, what is this? What is truffle? What is something else? What is degi mirch? What is pili mirch? And thanks to online portals, all these things are available.
Absolutely agree.
Experimenting, people are not afraid of experimenting anymore. They're not afraid. Like earlier, they would be scared to put their stuff out there. So even if it's the simplest of recipe or the most complicated or most absurd stuff, they're putting it out there and
they're putting it out there.
Yeah, and it's really nice to see that. People really coming out on their own and really, establishing themselves. And it's wonderful to see the number of chefs that have literally erupted in the last 1 year. Right? It's just so amazing to see what talent there is out there,
Absolutely.
Sameer, I absolutely agree with Amrita and Karen that it's no holds barred, right? Content has really gone down to ground zero, which means that every person has the tool in their hand, which is their phone. They all have internet. They all have access to good speed, high speed internet, and the tools to create videos. And I think that changes everything because we are now video forward and not text forward. In fact, like my dad likes to video call me. I would have never thought him being a video conferencing person, but a person who would just type more. So I think the world is really changing. If my parents can adapt to using Dunzo and Swiggy and they can follow creators on Instagram and share their videos with me and tell me that this is the kind of content you should be creating. Like I would have never thought my dad will be guiding me on how to create content online. But I think the rules have really changed, and I think, and hence, I think written content, while very, very valuable, we should not discourage people who write. it's extremely valuable. But the world seems to be more video forward. If you want to reach the masses, video seems to be the latest trend that is here to stay.
I think we are very fortunate that we are in such an age with COVID that technology has been very positive for everybody. There's a lot of information sharing which is happening, which was never the case probably 20, 25 years back. So literally now in the past 8, 10 years, it really boomed in a major way. And with the COVID, there has been a blessing because people have been sitting, like Saran said, and sitting with your phones and you are looking and you're browsing. And there's so much information out there. It is for you to sift and find out what can be best applied to you and how you can use it. So a lot of people who are not even into the kind of cooking have actually begun cooking and started doing things which they would never have done probably 16, 17 months back. So I think it's a big positive take back from this.
Absolutely. Kunal is back. Kunal, we are just discussing how, how social media has evolved.
अरे
How
कुणाल
India's
कुणाल खाने में
evolved.
क्या है
Yes.
कुणाल
How are you,
खाने में क्या है
Vineet? अरे आप बताओ, हम आते आपके पास खाने में क्या है? How are you, Vineet?
love your show.
Thank you, Vineet. Yes.
Okay, may I now request Karen Anand to announce the awards? Sorry, Karen is announcing the ordering in awards. Karen, if you can, announce the awards.
So these are the three that, yeah. So these, should I do it in reverse order or the first one?
Yeah, reverse order. Hi,
Okay.
Raki, welcome. Can you put your thing on mute?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So, as I said, they were, I think Vineet said the same thing. They're very, very close, all these awards. What is amazing is all these people on Instagram have such an amazing following. I do Insta for the last year and a half organically. These people are working on Instagram like, they're putting out content which is so amazing, both in terms of editorial as well as photography. So number 3 is Mudra Keswani.
Oh.
Okay. Number 2 is Sumed Kanade. And I think number 1 by quite a large amount is Jyoti Varne.
Oh,
and
Jyoti
as
Varne.
I said, very good. And I think the visuals we've all been discussing. Everyone has become a professional photographer, and the kind of interaction that Jyoti had with her with people commenting, it's done with a lot of intelligence, a lot of passion, and I think was very impressive.
Thank you. Thanks, Karen. Thanks for being part of this and giving your insights too. Hi, Raki. I see you are outside, but thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. No, it's been actually amazing here, home chefs and a lot of baking happening. And I know you do bake a lot. So I'd be happy if you announce the baking blog category, the debut blog category. But before that, if you could give a little insight on your perspectives on how on blogging, social media, and a lot more, that would be great.
Hi everyone, good evening. Thank you so much. First of all, really proud and happy to be a part of the IFBA 2021 as a jury member. Amazing people. It's been wonderful always working with you guys. I'm currently in Jaipur for a wedding, but I wouldn't miss this for anything. For all the bloggers out there and all the bakers out there, baking is actually a science, but it's not one of those boring sciences. it's one which kind of is very fruitful at the end of the day, because the aroma in the kitchen,
Only
actually takes
this?
you to a different
And
place, to a different level. And what I'd say is, I feel right now what these people are doing with their blogs, putting it out there, the picture, the whole story behind it. I think this is actually very well received by people. It's, really, it actually motivates many more people to join in this category. So, really, really happy about this. And I think they must go on. As they say, the show must go on. This is something you guys, even Godrej, even IFBA, you guys. Kudos to you all for actually supporting all these people,
yeah,
these budding people,
absolutely.
and recognizing their talent. So without wasting any further time, I'd like to announce the winners for the debut baker blogs. The third prize, the third winner is Rahul Arora. Congratulations, Rahul, and keep doing better and better, and keep inspiring so many of us. Thank you so much. I feel sometimes we learn so much from these people. Actually, it's really a nice, fresh perspective that we get to see. The second prize goes to Jesse Elias. Congratulations again. And of course, the first one is Madhu Bindra. Congratulations, all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, this amazing esteemed jury. It was amazing sharing this platform. Once again, thank you very much, Samir and Saloni. You guys are a genius, and great work. Keep at it. I hope next time I'm in Mumbai. And the next one is not virtual, and we're all there in
Yes,
presence and celebrating. So,
I.
once again, thank you so much. Go, Corona, go is what my last say is going to be. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Raki.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very
Thank
much,
you.
and thank
Evening.
you, in spite of being in the wedding, coming on and being part of this.
My pleasure always. Thank you so much.
Ab- Absolutely. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening
We
to all of you.
Good evening. Good evening. Chef Vineet, I would like to, before we go and I announce the last category, I think, Chef, what has your, opinion and perspectives been on the change from blogging to social media to Instagram and Reels? And there's so much more happening in social media. If you could give us your perspectives and insights, that would be really helpful for those watching live on Facebook and Twitter.
I mean, when I started off on social media, was probably about 7, 8 years back, and I was never into social media. I never understood social media at all. In fact, my team members in the kitchen, actually my junior chefs, started my Facebook page and my Insta page. I didn't even know how to run it. Till one of them, the guy who made it, resigned and said, chef, I'm resigning, but here are the handles and here are the passwords. And I said, what do I do with that? I've never done this. And that is how I saw it. And in those days, it was quite into an early stage of Instagram and stuff, and didn't really understand how it works. But if you look at it now, it is a tool which is used as a business. There are people who are thriving on that, who are doing phenomenally well, who are making a revenue out of it. They're using their businesses to actually showcase products onto the online. They're able to showcase their skills. They're able to showcase so many things here, their products and their businesses, and all works well. So now that's been the most positive thing which I have seen has come out of social media as such. YouTube, for example, people have their own channels there which generates revenue for them. They use Instagram and Facebook as a business base to showcase and reach a wider audience. So I think there's been a lot of positive thing which have come out of social media, and people should embrace that in a way where they can do positive things out of it. It's not just blogging negative things about people and stuff, but it's more of showing positivity around you. There are things which are happening, and if you can use that into your daily routine, it can get better out of it. You can gain out of it. So use the skills, use the platform. It is a positive platform, and it will always bring happiness. Food and innovation and stuff like those brings a smile to people. People learn, and information out there is for sharing. And if you can share your skill set, you can share your knowledge, you can share your journey as such. I mean, for me, I use my page more of a personal blog. It is my travel journey of what I do. When before COVID, it was all about my restaurant, my travels, and all the aircrafts and the places I went to. But being locked down, what do? You actually teach them from your own homes, of what you normally eat on a daily basis. And they are those tips and tricks which have been very handy and very helpful for people to learn and take it from there. So I see that as very positive, and I really encourage and I hope people who are watching and who are part of these blogs, the jury members, and you guys, Samir and Saloni, who've been a big part of it, is to showcase that in a much bigger audience and much bigger fashion. So yeah, God bless you guys. Keep going and do well.
Thank you, Vinny. Thank you very much, and loving your perspectives. And thank you so much for being part of this the first time ever. We normally have it physically, and we love it. Unfortunately, this time's on on digital, but that's the way it is. Nitin, I before we go, and Rushina, I also want to ask your perspectives on social media. I think Rushina, you've already said so, but Nitin, I want to ask you yours. But before that, there are two winners that I need to announce for the culinary travel blog. The second place goes to Sneha Dalvi. So Sneha, congratulations. The first place goes to Roxanne Bambo, also known as the Tiny Taster. So Roxanne, congratulations for that. Um, Also in the general food blog, the second place goes to Amita Agnihotri. So that is another congratulations, Amita. And these are the winners. The winners list will be put out on Vikroli Kuchina and the FBI website. I think by tomorrow end of day. So stay tuned to all the winners. Back to you, Nitin. If you could give us your perspective on how you think blogging and social media has evolved, and also photography, Nitin, since you know.
I don't think so. There's any life without social media. In the yesterdays, and if you look from the world of advertising or making any kind of communication,
Yes.
it was too expensive to communicate. You could not, like what they call above the line advertising, even today is unapproachable. Pe- Places and platforms like Instagram, YouTube made communication to the world easy, affordable, and now anybody can be a celebrity. Okay. So if we understand that we are now coming, and the largest thing being accessibility, that itself changes the game. And now we have a million heroes on the net. Vinith rightly said, Instagram no more will be just a beauty space, but it will also be a space, and everything will be commercialized. Uh, People have lost time to read, and everything is becoming visual. The internet speeds will make sure that video speeds, downloadable speeds will make sure that we stop seeing still images and see more videos. So the way we shop, our entire habits are all going to change. So since the technology is changing, since the handsets along with that technology and a lot of apps which is making complicated photography or selling or placing whatever you want to communicate so easily and so much more presentable, this industry will hit newer heights every year. Digital already is growing at approximately 25 to 30% year on year. So I think so social media, or particularly Insta, YouTube, those kind of Snapchat, the more instant feeds that we are getting will change how people will consume data. And if I look at Insta in particular, I never thought one would go beyond Facebook. But if you look at now what has happened to Insta, and slowly if you'll see what will happen to WhatsApp, the whole technology will bring life very, very close to us. There'll be a lot of data flowing, and choosing the right way to communicate and how things get presented will become key.
No, absolutely. That's a very interesting perspective. Thank you, Nitin. And thank you, Pete, for being part of this. Rushina,
Sam?
you had a couple of things to say. Yes.
Yes, in fact, actually, just I was listening to what Nitin and everybody's been saying, and this year in the Food Trends report, we've actually got. So we added a question on food media because everybody was stuck at home through last year, and we all were looking for everything online, from recipes to everything. And in food media or top food media channels, what we found is Instagram and Instagram Live have come out on top. And perfect timing, because the guy who led the brigade on Instagram Live has just joined us. Hello, Chef.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
Hi,
Chef
everyone.
Ranveer. Thank you for joining us.
How are you, Nitin, sir?
Very, very good. Good to see you. We can see a lot of cameras at the back. We can see a lot of equipment.
We're just shooting. We just took a break.
Yes,
So yeah, I
welcome,
just wanted to
Ranveer.
share that
We
bit.
won't take more than 5 minutes. So, Rushina, please continue, and we go to Ranveer after that.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that it's mind blowing, for somebody who started in traditional media as a writer, and then I went on to be a blogger, and I've pretty much done written on every kind of platform that exists, and it's mind blowing where we are today, how we have a million voices that are sharing, and we are all learning together. It's really been one of the positives out of this whole horrible situation that we are in these days. So I hope that we all keep creating and we keep learning together. And now I shall be quiet and let you guys continue with the awards.
Thank you, Rushina. Ranveer, welcome, and thank you for being with us. I know you're in the middle of a shoot, but you've been doing some fantastic, and I know we had a chat also on video content and blogging 2 days back, which was very insightful and interesting. Today we are here at the final leg of our awards, and I'd love for you to talk on 2 things. So one is, how do you think social media and blogging has evolved over the years, and where are we today? And then announce the awards in your category.
Sure. Well, I think we've like Rushina was saying, I think all of us have taken a journey in our relationship with food, from the more conventional spaces. For me, that conventional space is just standing inside a kitchen and cooking and not really looking at what's going on outside. For her, that conventional space was just writing. I think all of us have taken that journey from that conventional space, and it's just been an interesting interesting space for us to have navigated. I think what has happened is, as food has evolved, all our relationships with food have evolved. So we've reached a stage from where we were just let's say we were just writers or we were just chefs, to where we've gone out and expressed ourselves, not just through our food, but through our writing, through what we want to say. And I think that has sort of just been the norm. The norm with food has become about expressing yourself and using the mediums at your disposition to express yourselves better. The future of social media, we often get asked that question as to what is the future of social media. Will this end? Will we go back to the good old days? Will we ever get fed up of the online business? Unfortunately, the answer to that is no. I think this is it. I think this is not a trend. It is the norm. It is something that is here to stay. It is just that the how do I say, platforms will keep changing. The mediums will keep changing. It will be phone tomorrow. It might be something else. but there was a definite need for us to connect to people beyond the immediate vicinity that we could speak to. Gone are the days of pen pals and making pen friends. That was the way to do it then. This is the way to do it now. And that's why I'm saying is all you need to do is sort of keep looking for the next space to show up in, for the next space to express yourself in. And I think that that is something that makes it exciting, because you're on the treadmill and you're sort of running really fast, but then after a point in time you realize that the treadmill is changed. TikTok being a case in the point, all of us were running really fast on that treadmill, and then suddenly we realized that the game's changed. So I think that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of, and like we spoke yesterday, as long as you have the keenness, and as long as you have something to say, doesn't really matter if you're writing it down or if you're putting it to 180 characters or if you're putting it in your Insta as a blog. I think we look at how this award IFBA has evolved. We used to look at conventional blogs 3 years ago, and Rushina and Kalyan and I used to be those people who would sit and look at conventional blogs, websites, Blogspot, WordPress, whatever. The whole idea of a conventional blog is out of the window. However, does it mean that people are not expressing themselves well? They are, but just the treadmill has changed. You got to run as fast, but the treadmill has changed. That's how I look at it. The system is not going to go back to what it was. We might say that we'll get fed up of this and whatever else. I don't think that's happening. But yes, the mediums might change and will change.
Absolutely, I have one question.
Yeah.
Because Ranveer has been absolutely, so good at predicting what the next big thing is. I really want to know what is he seeing as the next platform.
Yeah. Let him come. I think he got disconnected. So before Ranveer, he'll join us back. I wanted to announce the winners in the Insta Culinary Travel category. The runner-up, number 2, is Gayatri Patel. So congratulations. The first runner-up is Afreen Ansari. Congratulations, Afreen. And the winner in the category is Supriyo Bose. Congratulations, Supriyo.
That's awesome.
Okay, so that was the Insta Culinary Travel category. Ranveer is back. Welcome back, Ranveer.
Rushina,
I would like you to announce the winners. Yes, sorry.
I was just asking, hello. I was just asking Ranveer, since I have always found you to be like, a step ahead of all of us in terms of what the next platform is going to be. So, I mean, I still remember those 3 a.m. lives you were doing in the beginning of the lockdown and making us all like feel really hungry at 3 o'clock in the night. What do you think is the next platform that's going to come?
Well, I wish I knew that, Rushina. I'd sort of buy a little bit of stake into it.
I agree with you totally.
But I would definitely say that the new platform is going to be even more visual and even more shorter than the last one, because that's not going anywhere. The challenges that currently come with visual expression on various platforms typically are them being gimmicky. The platform that can crack serious short form content minus the gimmicks and allow the creators to migrate towards that and be more visual is the next platform in line to win.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yes.
Looking forward to that, although I don't know how I'm going to navigate it.
तो पहले लोग देखिए बहुत सिंपल है, पहले लोग जो है वो गजलें लिखते थे, अब लोग जो है वो शेर लिख के काम चला लेते हैं.
So absolutely. Without much ado, Ranveer, if you could announce, we'd love for you to announce the recipe blog category. You can start at the second runners up and move upwards.
Sure.
Oh, yes. Okay, we're waiting for Ranveer.
I have it. Just give me 1 second. I have it. I have the Excel sheet. I'm just going to pull it on the side.
Sure.
No. Unfortunately, I'm on the phone, so that will take time. If you want to continue that conversation, I'll jump in.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So, Rashina, it's actually amazing to see how the awards have evolved this year and how there's so many categories that we have on social media. We have Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and nearly half the awards are going to those categories. Actually, there's a lot less writing this year. So if you look at it, a lot of people have stopped writing blogs who used to, which is very sad, but that's the way it is.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Sam, I've started writing on my blog again.
Oh, lovely. Congratulations. Yes, and there are some who started writing also. Yes, of course.
Yeah, so what has happened, I think, also is we've all had our own personal evolutions in this time. For me, writing has always been my primary form of expression. And as you know, I've been doing the Spice Chronicles all through last year. I'm almost like in the last leg. And, it's like every day I do a new episode of Spice Chronicles or I discover something new. And I just suddenly had this thing where I need to start writing again because there's just so much to document. And if we don't do it, it's going to just get lost. So Instagram Live was one form of sort of collecting information. And then the blog became a very nice way to kind of collate information, share ideas. And I think also the fact that this last year, I've had a lot of time on my hands. I have a kitchen garden to play around in, lots of just space to breathe, which we never allowed ourselves to have before. So, yes, I've started writing again, and hopefully you will see some very interesting things coming out from my channels soon.
Looking forward.
Because I finally managed how to figure out switching between windows. So can you still hear me while I'm between windows?
Yes.
Perfect. So we'll go with the second runner-up. So the second runner-up is Alka Keswani.
Okay.
Congratulations, Alka.
Amazing.
First
so well deserved.
We have a tie.
Okay, we can't see you, huh? Though. You're back.
Is it better?
Yeah. Okay.
So we have a tie between first runner-up. We have a tie between Sonal Solanki.
Lost you,
Ranveer.
So we have a tie between Sonal Solanki and Shaheen Ali for the first runner-up.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Shaheen Ali.
Yes. Shaheen Ali and Sonal Solanki.
Yeah. Okay, great. Congratulations. And the winner?
So we have two winners. And both of them are people I extremely admire. The first one is Chef Ritu.
Wow.
We've known each other for a while.
Yes.
I keep going back and forth. Can you? And the first winner also sharing that place with Chef Ritu is Jani Chatterjee.
Oh,
very nice. Lovely blog.
Yes. These are outstanding blogs. One of my favorites. And I think Chef Ritu from from her academic times to her cooking. She's done an outstanding job. Jani as well. I'm particularly fond of just the way it's just accurate to the point, and yet also it's always a little more than a recipe.
Yes, agreed. A little story or some trivia along with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that is fantastic. Congratulations to all the winners. And Ranveer, thank you so much for being with us. And Rushina, thank you too. Can you hear me? Yes, absolutely.
Always
and
a pleasure.
Always. And that closes our IFBA 2021 with Rushina and Ranveer. And we hope to be back in 2022 live at a physical venue and all of us intermingling with each other. I think that would be ideal. And but thank you guys again, and thank you to our esteemed jury, and thank you to all our partners from the Godrej Group for being part of this and ensuring that this is possible. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys.
I have to also say something here, Samir. Congratulations to you guys for pulling this off in this time. It's a measure of the strength of human, to jump back, to bounce back, our strength as humans, that we pivot in the face of anything. And FBI has done it with these awards. So hats off.
Absolutely.
I know how it is. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
I think Sam got lost.
I'm back.
Well, thank you. Thanks again. Thanks, Sam. Thank you very much. Bye, Rush.
Thank you. Thank
bye,
you. And
bye.
Bye. See you guys. Thank you, and look forward to seeing you next year, 2022, at IFBA 2022. Goodbye. See you.
Perfect. See you. Bye.
Bye.